welcome along and welcome to a very cold, dark and snowy Attingham Park. Yeah, it's early January. We have snow on the ground everywhere, as you can see. And so we're not going to be doing any field work today at all. Instead, we're going to be getting our truck out and selling off some more crops. And that is because the wheat is kind of at best price. It is sitting at 7.15 at the moment, and we've got 190,000 litres of it to sell. Now, best price is 7.33. We're expecting it to hit that this month. The fact that it's going up is great because it was falling. So hopefully we're going to make a really nice amount of money off this. The sorghum price is on the way up as well, so we'll try and sell that off this month too. I think, yeah, especially if this snow hangs around, we're going to be doing a lot of selling off over this video and the next one, because we want to get in as much money as we can going into the next year, and maybe we'll be able to sell or maybe be able to pay off a lot of that loan that we have hanging around. So 190,000 litres, let's load that up into our truck. And I think our best place to sell this is British Grain down the bottom of the map. So we're going to head down there to start with that. Oh yeah, I hope this price for the sorghum comes up. Potatoes are looking good as well. In fact, yeah, we want to be selling the remaining potatoes that are sitting in our garden over here. If we can sell those off today as well, that will be really good. That will get us, well, that will allow us to get rid of that garden and finally be back on track with where we are on pig feeding. British Grain is quite the drive from the farm. It's right across the other side of the map. We seem to end up selling here quite often. I quite like selling to the old grain mill, which is the other direction from our farm. But British Grain being the best price, it is the best place for us to sell at the moment. Current temperature around here is -4. It's going to get as low as -9. It might get as high as +3. Either way, that's not enough for us to actually be able to work any land at all. And I was kind of fearing this in January. We wanted to get everything to be sold as best as possible, or set up as best as possible for the next year. Trailer is pretty much empty for our first load. There we go, 21,448 plus an extra 1,424. So just under 23,000 for that load. That is really good start. We've got, I think, about 6.5 loads in total with 190,000 litres. Or about 6 1/3 in total. So 5 1/3 more to go. And hopefully the price will continue going up while we deliver them. Before we continue, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create my own custom line of PCs suitable for everybody from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. For a limited time, Apex Gaming PCs are offering a whopping 12% off your next purchase just by using my link in the description below. So go check them out. So we'll load up for our second load on here. Where are we? Are we placed under it? We are placed under it. Let's get that. There we go. It's 160,000. Yeah, 30,000 a load off here. Prices are, well, the price says it's going up, but that's dropped by £1. So that's not great. Yeah, we're looking at being, we're actually looking at about being a couple of thousand under selling at this point, which isn't great. I am very much hoping the price of that sorghum is going to go up. I might try and sell off some potatoes next. We could, and the hotel is right around the corner. Yeah, let's get this load sold. And then I think a load of potatoes up next from the garden will be the best way to go. We'll clear those off and get some more money in for that. This is going to send us over 100,000 this time, though, which is great news. Once again, approaching British Grain. And we'll get the truck in and unloaded and see how much we make. So back her up. It's quite funny that there's snow inside here and we're tipping through the snow, but hey-o, can't have everything. And then tip it up there and see how much this goes for. And for our second load, 21,402 and 1,421. That is pretty much identical to the last load. In fact, it's gone down by another £1, which is, yeah, infuriating. I'm not quite sure why it shows the price going up icon for when the price is actually still falling. Now that we're back down at the farm, we need to take a quick look at amount of money that we get paid for these things. So we're looking at 712 with the price still dropping, but the fact that it says the price is going to go up kind of tells me I should hold off on the wheat for now. The price is still going up for the sorghum. The price is good for the potatoes, though, and dropping. So with 41,000 litres, we can do this fairly quickly. I think a large chunk of those 41,000 litres, though, are sitting in our sorghum. It is, yeah, we've got 18,000 litres sitting in there. And it's actually out of wheat. Yeah, it could do with a small wheat top up. So I might top up the wheat slightly in there. Maybe put a bucket or two in. So let's go and take the remaining potatoes then out of here and get those loaded up. And there's a few actually just sitting in there. And we should have a few sitting in the garden itself. This has completely run out of seed. Well, it's got 58 litres of seeds. Got 1 litre of solid fertilizer. Yeah, this is done, thankfully. So let's output a whole load of potatoes. I think the most pallets we can output on one of these is 8. So okay to that. And yeah, let's get these loaded up. Into our little classic Ford forklift tractor. And easily get all these loaded up. I do like getting this tractor out, but oh man, is it a cold tractor to use at this time of year? No back on it, no heating, no aircon, just really cold work. But this is gonna earn us a load of money, so it's worth doing. I've managed to knock that front pallet of potatoes right round, so let's see if we can knock it back. Yeah, there we go. And then get our forks under it. Doing this in the snow is not that easy, of course, because the pallets sit down in the snow and it makes it slightly harder to get them picked up. This is definitely going to be the last of our potatoes off here, though. I want to get this sold and do something else in this area. I'm half tempted, actually, to plant a woodland at the entrance to the farm here. We've not got much other use for this bit of the farm. Oh, of course. We can't run this without running on a tractor. Let's grab the 7610 here and use this. It's got some fuel in it. It does need some repairs. Partly because we've got 33 hours on this. I do love the amount of blue we've got on this farm. It's one of those things where it's just a really lovely setup that I've managed to get on here. I think if I continued on for into year 5 or you know, went a bit further, we'd probably be getting to the point where we're paying off all the loan and we can start look at modernizing the farm depending on what comes up in the shop. So I think that's where I would go going forwards. As it is, we're going to see if we can pay the loan off. Right, will that connect? No. We need to line it up with where the PTO is. Because it connects on and then allows us to connect the PTO. So there. Oh, come on. Oh, that. Nope. Don't know where the best place is. Let's move the tractor out the way and then we can see if we can position it better. There we go. Finally managed to hook it up. That took an age to get to do that. And connect that up. Right. And then jump. Can I jump into it? I don't think I can. I did a minute ago. But seems to not be doing it. So let's give it a try. And over the top. And there we are. Emptying into there. And a whole load more potatoes gonna be sold. Temperature has finally hit freezing. So we're at 0 degrees and the snow keeps melting and resettling. So it's sort of dropping out and in on a regular basis. However, it's having very little effect on what we're doing here and the loading up that we're doing. So we've got the last 2 pallets of this first lot. So let's leave them to unload and we'll pop back into the garden here and have a look. Open up. We've still got 29,000 litres of potatoes in here. I don't know where that storage came from for that. But, oh, why did I not unload those? We want to get those unloaded. So, yeah, another 29,000 litres of potatoes is fantastic. Up to another 8 pallets. Okay. So that takes us down to 21,000 litres in here. I'll tell you what, I will not be unhappy to see the back of this. These have been quite a chore to keep working through and keep going. Yeah. And while the gardens are great early game for extra bits you need, I think the further you get into the game, the bigger of an issue they become for the amount of time it takes to look after them and work them. I mean, considering the amount of time it took us to empty 2 trailerfuls of wheat and the amount of time it's taking us just to fill 1 trailer full of the potatoes is just massive. End of the second lot of potatoes, so leave that there to empty and go and grab the third lot out. So another 8,000 litres like that. I don't know why we have the lower row, the 10, because we can never put 10 out on here. I think it must be for productions that can produce a lot more than these gardens can. Because that, of course, is the production extension that allows us to do that. Sitting in that bush. Right. And after this, we'll see how much more space we have in here. Oh, yeah, in this trailer. And then we will only output that many pallets so that we can maximize how much we have left here. And I think what we probably do with the ones that we have left here, we might just go put those into the pig feed and just sell off a single trailer here and save ourselves a little bit of time. Last 2 boxes from this lot. And there we go. How full does that leave our truck? 23,000 litres, so we can take another wow, we can take actually quite a lot. Another 6,000 plus, I think. Just under 7,000. So okay, we'll take 7 pallets out of that and finish filling this up, and then we'll go and sell it and see how much these potatoes are worth, and hopefully by then the price for the wheat will have gone back up. I'm so pleased I didn't get rid of this little tractor. It's just been really nice to have it as something that is useful around the yard, meaning I don't have to switch the front on the zebra all the time, and just great to have kicking about for little jobs like this, where we need a second front loader most of the time. Of course, once we get rid of the garden, I'm not sure there is a huge amount left on the farm for this tractor. Both this tractor and this conveyor pretty much have been used exclusively for these jobs. And so, yeah, I don't know if there's a huge amount of work for either of them left around here. So this might spell the end for this little Ford 2000. Right, that is all of that on there. This should now be full, I think. Yes, 30,000 litres. So let's go turn off the engines. Turn off that. And turn off this. I don't think you can actually turn that off while it's running on that. And let's have a look at the price. The hotel, which is just around the corner. We've still got 10,000 litres kicking around. Price is starting to go back up on the wheat. So, yeah, this has been well worth it. Hopefully that's going to top out. The sorghum as well is going up, which is great news. So, yeah, let's go tip this and see how much we make from this big trailer of potatoes. We'll stick the rest in here today as well. But we'll go and put it in for pig feed because it's good to keep our pig feed topped up. And we'll see where the price for the wheat and the sorghum goes. Hopefully we're going to hit that best price. I'm really, really hoping. Sell point for the hotel should be around the back here somewhere, I think. Ah, yeah, there we go. Potatoes. So back that up. Over onto that. Is it going to... No, oh, no, had it for a moment. There. That's a really small point. There. Right, let's sell these potatoes off and see how much we make. That was weird. That closed down really fast. I'm wondering if this is an odd sell point that has issues. Oh, yeah, look at that. So it's selling off a little bit. Let's bring up this and see if I can see where my actual sell point is. Okay, I think we want to be straighter onto that then. Yeah, sometimes you have to get yourself right onto the sell point and right onto the trigger in order for it to work. This seems to be one of those. Yeah, it's not recognizing it, which is ever so worrying. Yeah, potatoes not accepted here is weird. Maybe it's actually on this back door. All right. Let's see. Back it up to here. No. Potatoes not accepted here. That's weird. Why can I not sell my potatoes? Is that the sell point right down the bottom here? Because I was expecting it to be this. Or maybe not. Oh, no, it is. It does seem to be a sell point right. Yeah, right in. Oh, wow. That is going to be a very hard sell point to hit. It looks like from where this sell point is and everything, really what I need is is what I had them in originally. There's no way I think that I can actually hit this sell point and keep it unloading. And it's a tiny sell point to hit. And yeah, I don't think you can hit that with this trailer, unfortunately. Right. So, second best place to sell potatoes, I hope, is just as good a price. Let's have a look. We've got the hotel at 381. County stores is at 370. Pig food production is my pig food production, so that's no good. Sweet potato, though, that is just a couple of pounds off. So we'll tag that, and we'll head down there, and we'll get these potatoes sold. So sweet potato here is down by the old mill. We'll just back ourselves in and get these sold. Yeah, over that way. This should bring in a nice amount of money. It's not quite 30,000 litres because we sold a little bit at the hotel. But it should still bring us in a decent amount of cash. Clear off the tag and let's see what this makes. There we go. 10,834 plus 719 environment score. That is not bad at all. Another nice 10k and we can start to go and well, see if the wheat is ready and get one more load of that done today would be good. But if the price continues to go up, that might not be the best decision to make. The snow is definitely melting at this point. It's 3 degrees and yeah, you can see as we get back into the farm that around the farmyard itself, it has completely melted. So that's good. That will help free things up. We do have a few potatoes in here. What I'm going to do is get the rest of the potatoes out of here. Get this unloaded. Get rid of our garden. And go from there. Yeah, we've only got 7 more pallets. And that's not 7 more full pallets. We've got 6 full pallets and 1 small pallet left. So we'll get these loaded up onto here. Get this put into the pig production because it won't make us a huge amount of money to try and sell them. Not worth the time and effort of getting our truck moving. And then we can possibly sell either some sorghum or some wheat at the end of the day to make us a little bit more cash. I think what we're going to be doing next time is probably selling off the rest of those because, as I said, January, best price for those items. If they don't top out today, they're going to top out tomorrow. And as a result, we'll want to get all that done. But we do still need to get the stones off field 14. So it's going to be a mix of doing that and selling off crops. Because, well, we want to get ready for next year. Our final pallet of potatoes, marking the end of the use of the gardens on here. We can get that sold off now and done and dusted. Perfect time to draw a line. I think going forwards, what I would probably do is put like potatoes in field 3. Maybe and get them done in there. Right, let's pop into our construction menu here. We will sell off the open air gardens. So 903 for that. So sell that. Yes. Okay. And that then is the gardens all gone. Done, dusted, and finished. Let's go put this in the shed and put this away. And we'll probably actually need to go and put the other bit away as well. I think that can probably go in the same shed as the sunflowers are at the moment. So we'll put this into here and turn its lights off, and away that goes. And then here I want to disconnect that like so. Yep, and then we should be able to get this tractor hooked onto the back and go and move this out the way. What exactly would I do here? You know what? It's very tempting to rework the entire yard so that the whole thing shifts more this way. Whoa. Let's not send that flying over. Because, yeah, there's almost a field's worth of space out this way. Not that I think I'd like the pigs right next to my house, but... yeah, there's quite a lot of yard space here that could possibly be used for another small field, depending on how you worked it. I would have to have a look and see what I thought, but that wants to go in there. We might have to move that around a bit when we're wanting to get this out, and our 7610 can go back in this shed over here. And then this wants to go and tip these 8,600 litres of remaining potatoes over into our pig feeder over here. This is only going to make, less than 3,000. And it's, yeah, not worth driving the truck all the way over there. I mean, we spent 2,000 on this truck. Just getting those other potatoes sold, so we'll leave that there like that. And we are up to £128,000 today, with our amount still going up. I mean, we are still in a very good place. Do I want to park this in here? Yeah, we'll park this in here overnight. I don't think there's much more we can do today. It is 4:30. It is getting fairly dark. I do just want to review everything. So let's have a quick look. And sale prices at the moment, yeah, wheat is again going down. So, yeah, I think we're not going to make as much money on the wheat as I'd like. Let's have a quick look in here at this. 713, 714. Show price fluctuations. It is dropping a bit, but the old watermill, the price is going up. With any luck, that will continue to go up into tomorrow and earn us some more cash. However, with the light fading and the day coming to a close, I don't think we can do much more. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.